Chapter 2. Married Before Mending. We said I do like it would erase everything we hadn't dealt with. Like the vows alone could patch over the wounds we carried in silence. I was 18, he was 20. We stood in front of God and people and promised forever, but neither of us understood what forever demanded. We barely understood today. There was no real plan, no vision for the future, just two broken kids trying to feel grown, desperate to belong to something stable. I wanted to be a wife. Not because I was ready, but because I thought being chosen meant I was finally worth something. I didn't know that love without healing can still feel like abandonment. That you can be married and still feel completely alone. Our wedding was small, simple. No grand ceremony, no elaborate celebration. Just two people saying sacred words with shaky hearts and unresolved trauma. We didn't know what it meant to be whole, so we clung to each other like life rafts, hoping if we held on tight enough, we wouldn't drown. But the truth is, marriage doesn't rescue you from yourself. If anything, it reveals you. I brought baggage into that covenant. Years of trauma, self-doubt, insecurities, shame. I didn't lay it at the altar. I carried it across the threshold. And he brought his own too. Wounds from childhood. Anger that simmered under the surface. A quiet desperation to be the man he thought he was supposed to be, even when he didn't know how. We loved each other, but we didn't know how to love healthily. We didn't know how to communicate without defensiveness. We didn't know how to hold space for each other's fears. We didn't even know what we needed from ourselves, let alone from each other. And in between the late-night tears, the missed conversations, and the pressure of growing up too fast, we began to unravel. Bills came, stress came, pregnancy came. And with it, a wave of fear I couldn't explain. I was carrying life while still trying to figure out how to live. I remember lying in bed some nights, one hand on my stomach, one hand wiping tears from my eyes, wondering if I was doing the right thing, wondering if I even knew what right looked like. We were both pretending to be stable, pretending to be happy, pretending to be a picture-perfect couple when deep down we were crumbling. The house was full, but our hearts were hollow. I'd smile at church on Sunday and fall apart in silence Monday through Saturday. He tried to lead us. I won't take that from him. He prayed. He showed up. He provided in the ways he knew how. But I needed more than provision. I needed understanding. I needed patience. I needed softness. And to be fair, I didn't know how to ask for it. I didn't know how to speak what I didn't fully understand. So instead of leaning in, I pulled away. Not in anger, but in exhaustion. I was tired of pretending I wasn't falling apart. Tired of feeling like I had to be everything to everyone while quietly drowning inside. And the more I pulled back, the more he did too. That's the part we don't talk about often. How silence can be more damaging than screaming. How two people can be under one roof and still feel like strangers. We didn't fall out of love. We fell out of connection. And without connection, even the strongest vows start to wither. I used to blame myself entirely. Thought maybe if I had just been stronger, more patient, more trusting, things could have been different. But now I understand. Two people can love each other deeply and still not be ready to build something lasting. Because love doesn't heal what you won't confront. And promises made in pain can't withstand the weight of reality. We got married before we got whole. And that choice, however well-intentioned, set us on a path we weren't prepared for. Not because we didn't care, but because we didn't yet know how to care for ourselves. And without that foundation, even love becomes too heavy to carry.